this. Yeah, check on my stats. Harley first, but then coming in list. Yeah.
Hometown hero, love it when the bad bitch stroke my ego. Tell me I'm the man while I'm counting up C-notes. Running up a bag cause I used to have zero. Cerro, Finito, now I got chips like De Niro, Dorito. Bank account straighter than an arrow. Trying to keep my eye on the sparrow. Moving like a pharaoh, but still showing love to the ghetto. Hello, I was at the bottom, now I'm on niggas levels. We ain't seeing eye to eye cause I'm still a rebel. None of my moves get controlled by the devil. Cause once you dance with a bitch you can't backpedal. Can I get a witness? Turn a simple idea to a business. Now my kids getting all that with interest. I'ma buy them everything for Christmas. That's what you do when you
ran up a chick. Now they upset. Yeah, ordered the whisk.
Good people. Special Yerp correspondent Brandon Dawson, reversing the roles a little bit, taking the opportunity to interview the man himself, King KwasiMoto. What's happening, bro?
What's up, my man?
Yes, sir.
How you rocking, man?
Man, we good. We
Appreciate
good.
the opportunity, man.
Nah. Listen, you the one giving the shots.
I've been hearing a lot about Europe TV, man.
Nah, I can dig it, man.
It's good to be here.
For sure. So listen, man, there's a lot of things to cover, and I kind of want to get right into it, man. And I appreciate you giving me the opportunity to give the people a lot of what they've been asking for. You do a lot of interviews and you peek into a lot of people's lives, but very rarely do we get to kind of catch up with you. So this is going to be a dope opportunity. So I'm going to start, man. So from the first interview that I saw, I think you were sitting on a green box with a weak neck red t-shirt. I don't even think you had put lotion on that day. Very, very ashy out there in them streets, man. But over the past few years, man, there's been a lot of growth and development, man. Tell me, catch the people up, man, on what's been happening in that interim between where you were and where you are today.
Well, yeah, I started Europe TV back in 2019. You know what I'm saying? April, actually. So this is right here, the anniversary, 2 years. So yeah, we jumped out there. Like, yo, I'm about to interview people. I'm about to interview myself first. You see what I'm saying? So I just jumped out there and interviewed myself. And from that point, we just been rocking, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just, like you said, peeking into people's lives.
Yeah. Yo, so like the movement is definitely strong, man. I want to ask you a question, man. And I know you to be a very confident person, but there is also, an appreciation and a humility for what you got going on.
Sure.
But as far as I'm concerned, I put you in the same class of like a Walt Disney or a Kanye West, even a Joseph, and a Noah, if my context is the Bible. But there's a special group of people that can kind of see it before it is seen by the masses, right? And with Yerp TV, the Yerp Awards, even with the fashion show, and we'll get into that. I remember you having conversations before any of that materialized, and then you made it happen. But tell me this, man, how is it challenging for you to be the visionary and the trailblazer around people that can't quite see it the way that you can?
Of course. Of course. I mean, the biggest challenge is getting people around her. I'm gonna trade it lightly, cause I love people. You know what I'm saying? But the biggest challenge is getting people around you to really understand your vision. Like a lot of times, I'm a little what's it called?
Under the weather.
Yeah, under the weather.
Okay.
But a lot of times, man, with visionaries and people, certain people that shine bright, you know what I'm saying, in certain crowds, right? Like, not saying that I'm the greatest or nothing like that, but some people, like, you could point them out. Like, you remember I told you in our interview, like, it's something about you that will make people follow you. You see what I'm saying? And certain people don't have that, what it takes. You see what I'm saying? And you could just kind of point that guy and be like, that guy's gonna be something. But it's hard getting people around you because they're looking at you like, okay, that's Lil Kwasi. Or that's Kwasi I went to school with, bro. Or that's Yerp Day, man. You know what I mean? That's you know what I mean? Like, it's hard to really get them to see, like, bro, we're trying to build something that's never been built before. I'm not trying to be regular. Yeah, you underestimated regular people, bro. We're not trying to be regular people. We're trying to take off. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's just challenging to try to get people to really understand where you're coming from and get them to really see your vision. So I understand. Yeah, it's definitely challenging for sure.
Yeah, man, that road to the top, quote unquote, the cliche, it can be a lonely road.
For sure.
And I think that sometimes, just in the interest of not being by ourselves, there is a temptation to want to bring people on board that maybe don't qualify just so you can have some company. I know the 94 East situation is super dope. I listen to y'all's music, you know what I mean? I'm a fan. But so how do you, man, determine who gets to occupy your space in your journey on your way to being the fullness of what you're going to be as KwasiMoto?
Well, right now, man, honestly, man, I'm you compare me to Joseph and people like that. I say Moses more so because I'm with the people every day. You know what I'm saying? I speak for the people, I speak to the people, and I speak with the people. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really consider myself that star. So I'm able to still bring, you know what I'm saying? I'm an open guy, bro. Like, that's probably been my downfall my whole life. Like, I'm just a giving person. You know what I'm saying? You know, as black people, we naturally givers. Right. You know what I'm saying? People don't understand. We're not savages. They made us this way. Right. But we naturally are giving people. You remember back in the days, you go to your grandma's house. You ain't leaving without something. You know what I'm saying? You're not leaving without a plate of food, canned goods. Like, my grandma, she used to give us a whole bag of pecans. Like, like, what's this? And I never understood it as a kid, but when she died, I really missed it. You see what I'm saying? And I understood that was a pastime. Sure. That's what they used to do. Like, back in the days, you could ask your neighbor for some sugar. You see what I'm saying? Or some Kool-Aid. They give it to you, no problem. Now everybody's for themselves, and you know we got this savage mentality. But as black people, we're giving people, bro. Yeah. And it's kind of hard to find those people in this world still, due to people being fucked over, people being my bad for what I'm saying, cussing, but in your presence. But we know your
respect. I appreciate that. I know where I'm at.
Respect. So people being scarred and hurt by the people they love and stuff like that by helping them out a lot. So I hope that answers what yours.
Yeah, no, it does, man. I think you bring up an interesting point. Life sometimes puts you in a space where you almost have to war against yourself. I mean, you being a person who obviously abundance is all over you. I say in your presence and outside of your presence that you're the future, right? Yeah. And just kind of naturally being a giver, I believe if you had $10 million, the most challenging thing that you would maybe run into is doing something for Kwasi because you are just a natural giver. Right. And so I absolutely understand where you are. Let me ask you this, man, because with I've noticed that you have a very exacting understanding of who you are in this space while still trying to figure out more. And that confidence kind of plays itself out. I remember there was one time you and I were on a Zoom call and we were surrounded by, congressmen and senators and all of this stuff. And we were both invited in that room.
Neither one of us was supposed to be.
Oh, right. Yeah. But you made a response to a statement concerning voting. And this is one of the one-liners I hold on to you. There was a young lady who was saying, y'all need to get out there and vote. And from the place where you're so confident, you said to her, well, you got to convince me before I use my influence to convince my friends. Right. And that only comes from a place of being very secure and aware of who you are, because I know that there would have been some people in that same situation in question that would have bowed and buckled. So how do you affirm who you are and walk with the confidence that you walk with? Like, what do you do to build yourself up and constantly remind Kwasi of who Kwasi is?
Honestly, bro, I've been like, before this Jerk TV stuff, all this stuff I did, I was dolo. You heard me when I rap Dolo in a Polo? Right. I was by myself for about 6 years. You know what I'm saying? Of course, I had my shorty, my kids, but I wasn't around guys. I wasn't hanging, I wasn't chilling, none of that. I was working, trapping, doing whatever it took to make money. You see what I'm saying? But by myself, though. And when you're by yourself, you learn a lot more about yourself than you do when you're with people. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you're with a lot of people, but you're like, I'm attaching my energy to this guy. I'm attaching my energy to this person. And you're not learning more about yourself. When you're by yourself, you learn the things you can go through. You learn what you can and can't attest to. You learn your enemies. You learn how to move in this world. And I built that confidence just like, look, I done faced a whole lot by myself, bro. Homelessness, you know what I'm saying? Drug cases, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've faced my own problems by myself, and no one had my back. And that right there built me up like, okay, if I could do this by myself, imagine what I could do with people.
Sure. I
could, man, you don't even know who you talking to. You know what I'm saying? Like, that type deal. So, as I was, like I said, I was coming up, I realized, like, everyone really knows who they are. They just don't have a lot of time to think about who they are because they're around a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? You got too much energies around. You don't really know who you are because you've never been by yourself. You ever get by yourself and just think and then constantly just think, like, okay, I got to do this, I got to do that, I got to do that. Once you get in those zones, you're going to realize, okay, I can conquer that right there. Like I always tell people, I was scared of snakes until I seen one in my grandma's crib and I had no choice but to either kill it or call somebody. I chose to kill it. I'm no longer afraid of snakes. You understand? I'm not scared of snakes no more. You see what I'm saying? So you conquer fears alone.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what got me. I mean, people say I'm confident. I still got insecurities and stuff. Everybody do.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? But I can work with those though.
No. Yeah, I saw a post you put up. You was like, my mama said I'm handsome, so everybody else lying.
That's right.
Nah. So listen,
my mama said, man, it is what it is.
Nah, that's law. If mama feel it, that's all that matters.
That's right. That's right.
So look, I want to mix it up, man, and I want to throw a couple of either ors at you.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna give you two either's, and you pick which one. All right.
Okay,
so black or white?
What are you talking about, people?
Black or white?
Black, bro. For
Okay.
Sure. To the
all
top.
Right. Jordan or LeBron?
You know what? It's not just black and white with that one. Because I've been in arguments with people for years over that, man. And you got people that'll say LeBron is the best. You got people that say Jordan is the best. And I see both sides now. Sure. Because Jordan is a legend. Like, the only way if Jordan was to die today, you cannot say LeBron's name in the same sentence with him. It's just impossible. And they're not going to let you. But if LeBron was to die today, Jordan would be under LeBron. You know what I'm saying? Because LeBron has done, you know what I'm saying, a lot of great things. The only thing he hasn't got was 6 rings. But I'm going to go with Jordan, though.
Okay.
You know what I'm
all
saying?
right.
Yeah. Just because he got shoes and everything. You know what I'm saying? He has a brand. He's just a guy.
Nah, I got you. Charleston White or Uzi Vert and Gilly?
What? Charleston White and who?
Uzi Vert and Gilly. I saw that
Uzi Vert.
Yeah, no. So there was a great deal of controversy a few months ago regarding Uzi and Gilly rejecting the young man who made the song Corvette.
Facts, he was snitch.
Uzi jumped right. Yeah. And so which side of the argument do you fall on? Charleston White's side or Uzi and Gilly's?
Honestly, bro, I don't really consider myself a street nigga. I've done business in the streets, a lot of business in the streets, and I deal with street guys every day. But I don't consider myself a street nigga. I don't want the title. I don't want nothing to do with that.
Sure.
Too much stigma comes with it.
Right.
Too much bad energy. Right. So I don't consider myself into that.
Mm-hmm.
However, I would never fold on my partners. You know what I'm saying? In any situation. Everyone knows that I've been in a situation. But that snitch stuff, man, I mean, let's keep it real, bro. With snitching, it's just to help criminals keep being criminals. Like that's it. Like, let's keep it real. It's just to help. The reason why I say no snitching is so criminals can keep doing criminal activity. You know what I'm saying? So this guy's 13, 14, how old he is, I don't know the story. I wasn't around. But at 13, 14, Charleston White, bro. Charleston White, because this guy, man, he's going to give it to you the rawest form, sure. And he's going to give you the side that the industry doesn't want you to know about.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? You're 13, 14 years old. What do you know about snitching anymore? Right. Come on, brother. You just witnessed a murder. Your mom tells you to do anything at 13 years old, you're going to tell. Sure. Straight up. You know what I agree. What about you?
Yeah, I agree with Charleston. I agree with Charleston.
So
I mean,
check them out?
Yeah.
That interview him.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking forward to that. You don't really have that code in you. And then two, I mean, snitching, in my opinion, there is a difference in the conversations that you have with law enforcement, depending on what you did before that conversation.
But snitching used to be, you know what I'm saying, we get into something together and you fold on the whole team, kind of like Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Right.
That's definitely
that's snitching.
That's definitely snitching, right. You know what I'm saying? Because you're telling on what we all did as a whole unit. Right. Now, if you witness something, don't get me wrong, because the grandma, they consider snitchings too, but if you're a civilian, right, you know what I'm saying, that's not, you get what I'm saying?
You taxpaying.
Civilian, that street rules don't apply to civilians. You understand?
I agree, 100%.
If you're not in the streets, why are you talking about somebody's a snitch? Yeah, we're going to tell because we're civilians. We're against this stuff you're doing in our community. Right. You know what I mean? Right. So, yeah.
No, I'm with that. Next one, Mook or Briz?
I'm Briz all the way.
Okay.
I don't know though, man. My boy, he hurt me with that.
Yeah.
He hurt me with that, man. But I mean, everybody takes L's, bro. You know what I'm saying? I always say like everybody has a bitch ass moment, bro. Everybody has. You can't tell me it's every person in the world that's just been solid their whole life and nothing has happened to them. Come on, brother. Everybody has had. It's just off camera. His is on camera. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to get a lot of flack. But Briz, for sure, as far as Briz is Briz.
Facts. Yeah. Father or dad?
What's
father or dad?
That definition? I never really...
Do you see a difference in between the two?
I never really... I mean, they both was the same to me. You know what I mean? I don't really understand. What's your definition between the two?
I think that
you're a full-time dad.
I am.
I'm not a full-time dad.
I got you. For me, a father is what happens biologically. Dad is what happens by choice. And this is why you can have men who didn't biologically father children that can still be a dad. And if I had to pick biologically, I think you can have one without the other. Like you can be a father without being a dad. But you can't be a dad without being a father. Okay. And, investing in your children.
In that aspect, dad for sure.
Yeah, I can dig it. Sure. I can dig it. 10 pennies or 1 dime?
You get these from, man.
Come on, man. Look, baby, you put pressure on me. I'm putting the pressure back.
I don't really, I mean, they both work the same.
Okay.
I'll take either way.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'll take either way.
10 side chicks or 1 wife?
I grew up with pimp culture, bro. That's all I'm gonna say with that. But I understand the importance of a man. You're a Christian, right?
I am.
Jesus never had a wife.
Right.
Why is that?
That wasn't his role. So, and actually that is incorrect because the bride of Christ is the church.
Nah, I'm talking about a physical woman.
So physically, you're right.
He never had a physical woman by his side.
You're 100% right.
Like the rest of the world.
You're 100% correct.
Why is that?
Because that wasn't his role. And to that point...
Or did he feel like a woman wasn't as important?
Well, so there are other apostles who went the road of not being married, and then some of them that did.
Word.
My personal philosophy with marriage is... I think that Hollywood over accentuates the road to marriage being one of romance or love feelings. And I think that that's important. But I think that a lot of marriages fall apart because that's all they consider. The emotional side of things, instead of considering what the total look is. Like, this is a business transaction, right? So I need to like you. I need to love you. But we also need to have some similitude as far as vision is concerned. We got to be on the same page as far as these kids, as far as these bills, as far as this money, how are we going to do that? And so I think that sometimes the vision dictates the necessity for marriage. And in the Christian culture, sometimes I think the jokers just get married because, they ain't trying to be out there, quote unquote, slapping cheeks illegally, right? And I never thought that sex was enough reason to get married, but so that to answer your question, I think that Jesus and Paul and different ones who decided not to get married was more specific to what they sensed their vision and purpose was, and marriage wasn't along those lines physically. So it's got to make sense.
A lot of problems with men happen with women. I'm just,
I don't disagree.
Yeah, people die behind women all the time and children. You know what I'm saying? But I've always understood the sense of having a strong woman next to you. But, just having a strong team around you, period, is, you know what I'm saying? It depends on how you measure success, too. So, I was married before. Yeah, I got married in 2016.
Gotcha.
2015. Yeah, I got married in 2015. And it didn't work out quite how I wanted. And I kind of saw how the marriage life was, you know what I'm saying? And I don't really see myself doing that too much more. Okay. You know what I'm saying? That's just me, though.
That's true. That's cool. So we're going to switch gears, man. So you leaked a verse to me, and I ain't going to say the artist whose song it was on, but you killed him on a verse. But in a verse, you talked about how you were riding in traffic and somebody cut you off. And you put the car in gear and you chased him down. Luckily, you didn't catch him because you was going to put your hands on him.
I didn't put the car in gear. I followed him for a while.
Well, there we go.
Yeah, so.
Now, I 100% believe you, right? But let me ask you this, right? How do you balance the recklessness of who you are with the need for the responsibility to protect who you're going to become?
Man, every day we fight evil and good, bro. We even you as a Christian, I know it's times you wanted to put hands on people, bro.
For sure.
And I ain't talking about putting hands on people.
Right. Not laying hands.
Not laying hands, not putting the oil on foreheads. No, you want to put hands and feet on men. You see what I'm saying? And,
Facts.
And every day I challenge them because as you get older, a lot of people will be like, I be around a lot of street guys, right? And a lot of guys that's currently doing other stuff. And the first thing they'll say is, niggas don't play with me. And I look at them sideways when they say niggas don't play with me because you must not be in a situation where people, because I promise you, people will play with you. You understand? Like, this is the world.
Nobody's immune.
No one's immune. No one's bulletproof. No one's... Something can happen to you, bro. Something can happen to you at any time. Like, someone can have a bad day. I've just watched it happen recently with me. A guy that I was cool with, so, tight as I don't know what with. You know what I'm saying? Of course, he was violent and he had a lot going on, but he turned on me in front of random people we didn't know. And I had to put him down. You see what I'm saying? And it's messed up. We got to be like that because I try to keep myself with a clear mind. I try to make sure I move, tread lightly around everybody. I try to embrace everybody that I can, you know what I'm saying? And but some people ain't on that type of time all the time, bro. Like no one's, like you said, no one's immune to something happening to you today. Somebody might just snap today, like what you think happened with church shootings and stuff. People snap, bro. Like today is the final straw. That's why I don't really, if I don't know you, I ain't gonna really joke with you like that. Sure. Why would I? I don't know how you take jokes. I don't know how you take things, you know what I'm saying? So what was the question?
Just how you balance that thing.
So I balance evil and good, man, with just trying to stay focused, stay positive. You know what I'm saying? I try to be positive. You got to think, though, I'm more positive than I am negative. Sure. You know what I'm saying? But honestly, as a man, you can't let nobody play with you like that, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, even coming up as a kid, you lose a fight. Yeah. Everybody in the hood think they can beat you. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't make me call up, dude. Sure. Now you gotta beat on somebody else in order to make that right with everybody else. You know what I'm saying? But as a man, as a grown man, I definitely ain't letting nobody. I can't let you disrespect me, especially. And then that day, I was having a very bad day, a very bad day. So. It all depends on what people going through. That's why I try to tread lightly because I don't know what people going through. You see what I'm saying? Like, we can be in a Walmart line and dude, wife just cheated on him. He just found out.
Right.
And he in there,
Right.
he found out the baby ain't his. He in the line buying Huggies, and he find, right on the phone, he found out the baby ain't his, and you just trip over his shoe or something.
Right.
And he kill you right then and there. You don't
Right.
know, bro. Like, so I try to balance it by trying to be positive, bro.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? And that's all I can say about it.
I got you. So with understanding some parts of wealth, right? Mm-hmm. There's a difference between assets and liabilities, obviously. And I ain't even going down there, but I wanted to bring up the word assets. With that said, there are some people whose most valuable asset is like their home, right? And other, I guess, markings of wealth. In your case, right? And these people feel the need to protect their assets. In your case, in my opinion, you are your most valuable asset.
Yeah, I don't care about material. You know what I'm saying? You notice I don't got Gucci on, none of that. I don't care about material. Like I told you, I've been homeless. Like once you've been, people say they've been to the bottom, but if you never been sleeping outside homeless, I don't really think you understand capitalism and how this works. You know what I'm saying? Like people do not care about you when you're outside. Like you're homeless, no one cares. No one's gonna.
Yeah.
I don't care about materials. You know what I'm saying? Materials would never get me anywhere. You know what I'm saying? I carry pureness in my heart. I try to make sure everybody that my love language is to serve people. You see what I'm saying? So if I'm doing you a service, it's because it's out of love completely. You know what I mean? That might be a weakness too sometimes. But I carry it well. You know what I'm saying? But I don't believe in materials. Like I crash a car right now. Like I done crashed 3 of my baby mom's cars back to back to back, and they get mad. I'm like,
baby mama, stop giving Kwasi the keys.
It's been past times, but I crash somebody's car, they get so mad like behind these materials, like.
Yeah.
But I'm okay though. You see what I'm saying? Like I could have died. Like I'm a human. That's a car. You know what I'm saying? We can get there's thousands of them at Jackson Hugh or whatever. What's the joint's called? Pacellas. You can get one of the Pacellas. Like I'm a human though. You see what I'm saying? I don't care about materials like that. Right. I never have.
So with that said, you're not materialistic. So as far as your need to protect material assets is not important.
Nah.
You've had some health challenges.
Yeah, for sure.
There have been times where I've even cautioned you about, you need to get you some rest. Make sure the diet's right. Question.
For sure.
Are you doing what needs to be done to protect your most valuable asset, which is you?
Man, I just live fast, bro. I live fast because I got 8 kids on earth. So my number one thing that I want to leave is a legacy. Sure. I don't really care about this vessel, this body too much. I mean, I should care more. Sure. But I be on the run so much, bro. Like, I'm just trying to make sure my legacy is the things. Because when my kids grow up, I want them to be straight in the city. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, your dad was a good man. Your dad was, you know what I'm saying? Right. Like, I don't know how long I'll be here. None of us do. We get killed by a straight bullet, car accident, you know what I'm saying? Like, I done seen so much stuff happen, so you really don't know when your last day is. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I might got health problems, but people have died younger than me. Sure. Bullets. Right. Car accidents. Right. You know what I'm saying? The spouse killing them. You know what I mean? Like, so I know I need to get that in check, man, but I just live so fast, bro. Like, you know what I mean? I just live fast. So like I said, I just live fast, man. And I do be trying to get it in check, but I guess until how little baby said, I ain't made 10 mil yet. I can't chill yet. That's what I mean. I just can't chill. You know what I'm saying?
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
I just can't chill, man. It's just hard to just relax when I got so much on me. Sure. You know what I'm saying? And I really do care about the stuff that I got on me. So like I just sacrifice myself to make sure, you know what I'm saying, this thing works.
I got you. So a few months ago, you committed to a window of celibacy. Yeah. What'd you learn?
I was celibate for about 7 months. You know what I'm saying? I actually real celibate.
So hold on, what's real celibate?
No sex.
No sex.
Because I did celibacy before, but it was oral. Okay. I used to get oral. Okay. I call it, but it's not really celibacy.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But yeah, I went all the way celibate. Shoot, man. I just learned I could live without sex if I need to. You know what I'm saying? Like if sex is, you know, that's like number one cause of God's downfall, man. Like I told you, women be a lot of people downfall. People focus too much on women. You know what I'm saying? A guy with no money and you focus on a woman, that's tough. You know what I'm saying? Because you're ruining yourself trying to chase after this woman who's really chasing after having fun for real, for the most part. You know what I'm saying? You know, girls just want to have fun. Like,
Sure.
And so, yeah, I learned that I don't really need sex to survive. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to have it. So yeah, that's what I learned. And then also I was fasting too, trying to, you know, just trying to live without certain things, and I was disciplining myself. Like I don't really need to do this. I don't have to. You know what I mean? So yeah.
I got you. So
You ever been celibate?
yeah, I have.
Yeah,
I have. Yeah,
In your marriage?
Nah,
Outside of marriage.
nah. First lady ain't really interested in that type of activity. But no, I went a while. You know, I got saved when I was 16.
Word.
And we entered into the ministry at 18, and so that window, you know, while still maturing and developing, I went through several windows that way, you know, and I don't even know if it was necessarily intended celibacy. What I used to call it was space in between falls. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, a lot of what I was introduced to in my early on parts of just Christianity and ministry, it was more about the gift and less about the character. And so a lot of that stuff I had to figure out on my own. And a lot of my commitment after that to living this set apart life and all of that stuff, right? It was about making sure that I wasn't doing things that I would hate in my leaders if I saw them do. Right?
Yeah, 'cause a lot of these pastors be running through these joints, man.
Yeah. And I mean, you know, the reality is, man, you know, as far as leadership, especially in the church is concerned, I don't think we do a good enough job of separating the difference between an example and the standard, right? I think that we as men and women of God, quote unquote, are examples of people trying to do it God's way.
Right.
I think that Jesus is the standard. And I think that while on the one hand, I don't want to sound like I'm giving allowances for reckless behavior, but I do think that there should be more grace afforded to leaders, you know, when they do find themselves in fault. We give grace to everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Here recently, we saw Kurt Franklin, you know, which we all knew Kurt cussed.
I didn't even talk about that because I'm like, man, that's a man talking to his son.
A man talking to his son.
If anybody was what he said was true about his son, for him to put that out like that, like, why would you leak that?
Right.
I'm talking to you as a son. Why'd you even recording what we got going on the phone, man?
Right.
He really wanted to put hands and feet on him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what it sounded like on the phone.
Right.
He really wanted to, you know what I'm saying? I can't really argue with a man like that. Cause, you know, Kurt Franklin always been treading that line of world and secular. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's always treaded that line. You know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying? It just came out that day. And it's probably been like that the whole time. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because when you scolding your children, bro, you should be as firm as possible, bro. I'm sorry. Like, you know, even the Bible says spare the rod and what's it?
Spoil the child.
Spoil the child, for sure. And that's facts. Right. You know what I'm saying? Once you let your child, you know, white people with their kids, man, I ain't gonna say all white people because I got white watchers.
Sure. Shout out to the white people who subscribe to your.
But, you know what I'm saying? For the most part, you know what I'm saying, or what TV shows us, and, you know, what we see in pop culture or whatever. White kids is, shut up, mom. I've never told my mom shut up. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a death sentence. Right. It might not even be a death sentence, let's be real. Right. My mom's not going to kill me if I say that. But the disrespect factor, right? Like, I can't even fathom. You see what I'm saying? I can't fathom the disrespect to tell my mom, shut up, B, or these dudes tripping. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't imagine it. So, yeah.
I feel you. And again, you know, it's one of those things, man, where I think that sometimes that we forget that we're human beings being human. Facts. Right. And so that's as far as the whole leadership piece is concerned. But yeah, I learned, as a matter of fact, I was reading a quote, and I can't pull it up exactly where I read it, but during one of those windows, the reason why I pressed into it was because I read a quote that said, if a man can control his sexuality, he can control the world. That if I can discipline that urge, then there is nothing else that I can't control. And so I thought it was exceptional for you to even take that challenge. At first, I thought it was clickbait. You know, you just kind of saying something, but it was real.
Nah, I try to keep. I'm gonna be honest, man. Y'all joke a lot, but I try to be honest though. You see what I'm saying? Like a lot of stuff I post, it be a joke, but it be facts. Like I don't be playing. Like, a lot of people be lying and capping, but I really be trying to like. I want you to understand who I am.
Sure.
Like, some days I'm this, some days I'm this. You
Sure.
know what I'm saying? This is how I think today.
Right.
Tomorrow I'm thinking on a whole nother type time.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
right.
And a lot of people only know me from internet. So, you know, yeah, they probably think it's a game, but they be facts, man.
Yeah. It's exceptional, man, to have the type of freedom. I think it takes a great deal of freedom to live in a space where you don't have to lie.
Yeah.
That everything that I say, I'm so free that I can be 100% authentic without any pretension or having to impress. And that kind of leads me to my next point. So one of the 48 laws of power.
I love that book.
Yeah, shout out to Robert Greene.
For sure.
In a roundabout way suggests that you should play dumber than what you actually are.
I do.
Yeah.
I do on a large scale. I'm as you see, I can articulate well. I can write papers. You know what I'm saying? I grind, I hustle, I do stuff that people don't really do. You know what I'm saying? I'm smart with how I move, but in this society, you kind of got to play dumb. You know what I'm saying? And my mind's open to a lot of things that a lot of people aren't into. But yeah, you got to play dumb here, bro. Like you can't really, win in Rome. You know what I'm saying? When in Rome. Hey, because a lot of people playing dumb, man. It's a lot of people that's smart. You think these street niggas, man, look, these street niggas be dumb you want. Like, these dudes really be smart. They just allow themselves to operate at a low frequency. They're really smarter than that, bro. Like, I know Bloods, Crips, GDs. I know guys that's smarter than me and you.
Right.
Went to college and everything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And they're just acting like they this way.
Right.
These rappers, you think these rappers is getting in position. Man, this is a dumb old rapper. Look what he rapping about. Yeah, but behind the scenes, he's talking very articulate to these white guys, to these white head leads of these companies.
Execs, right.
You think that, he only comes on camera when he says stupid stuff. Niggas think NBA YoungBoy is dumb. Okay. You're not going to be that dumb and that caliber of a level, bro. That's just not going to happen. You know what I'm saying? It's just not going to work like that. So, yeah, man, I play dumb a lot. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, for sure. You got to.
No. Yeah.
Because if you're too smart, they're going to take you out.
Right.
Yeah.
You be perceived as too much of a threat. And
Sure.
Threats are dangerous.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that there's wisdom. So like how do you, man, like so I've been to a performance or two.
Word.
Right. And again, I'm just a fan of you as a person, right?
Okay.
And so
Appreciate it.
I seen the vibe and kind of how y'all give it up, and while maintaining my space, right? People are fond of you. You've got a magnetism. What do you do, man, to embrace full confidence without any of the trappings and distractions that who KwasiMoto is affords you?
I always think people is drawn to me just because of that confidence, though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I told you, some people that shine. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, when some people meet me, they can't even believe me that they meet me in person. They're like, that's KwasiMoto? I was at Bojangles the other day. Girl was like, she stuck a piece of paper out the window, it was blank. I thought it was my receipt. She was like, nah, I want your autograph. I'm like, what? It's Bojangles in Greenville. I'm like, you want my autograph? Stop playing. She's like, nah, you run your TV, right? I'm like, yeah. You KwasiMoto, right? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, all right, give me your autograph. I signed the paper and I'm like, yeah. I just thought about that for like 10 minutes. I'm like, I can't believe and I'm thinking she playing or she joking, but she really was serious. And I'm like, man, that's why I think people are more drawn to like the fact that I'm able to like operate in that space. Like I do what people don't do, bro. Like, and I'm confident with it. And I ain't got no rumors about me or no wild stuff going on.
Sure.
So it's just like, man, that's who he is, who he say he is. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta operate with that. And I'm able to move how I'm able to move. Like, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of people that don't like me too. You know what I'm saying? You gotta balance. You know what I'm saying? You gotta balance for sure. But I think people are drawn to the confidence, man. Just I'm gonna do it. Like, I don't know if you seen my live the other day, but if I set my mind to it, like this fashion show we got coming up,
I never get into that.
Yeah, I never did a fashion show.
Yeah,
I never did an award show.
Yeah,
never.
Yeah.
I ain't know nothing about nothing.
Yeah,
but if I put my mind to it,
right,
and I can find the pieces to go to this puzzle, oh yeah.
Yeah,
we're gonna make it happen.
Yeah, like a lot of people talk about being innovators or trailblazers.
Sure.
And that's a sexy conversation to have until you realize that being a trailblazer means that you the one getting hit in the face with the bushes.
Facts.
While you tearing down the trail. You are a creative. And I saw you, it seemed like it was 2 posts away from each other. One post you talked about, y'all gonna do an award show. In the next post, you had a date and a location and all of that stuff. The same thing is happening with this fashion show. One day you said, I'm gonna do a fashion show. And another couple of posts later, we had a venue and a date. And now we got people that are lining up to be a part to showcase their gifts and skill sets on this platform. Where does that fearlessness come from?
Like I told you, bro, I've been to the bottom for real. Like a lot of people just rap about it. You had your mom house to go to, you had your grandma house to stay at. I ain't had it. You know what I'm saying? Literally, it was me. So if I had to do things by myself, and like I said, before your TV, I wasn't around people. But I realized, like, if I got all this done by myself, I can get a lot more accomplished with people. So when I came back to Greenville, you know, I moved back to Greenville from Norfolk, Virginia.
Right.
And when I moved back, I was like, okay, so I'm going to use this town to blow up. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to use as many people as I can, and I'm going to help as many people as I can while I'm going to the top. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, I just put one foot forward and keep moving, bro. Like, I don't really worry about, I've been bullied in school before. Like, I done been bullied before and stuff. So words can't really hurt me. You know what I'm saying? Like, the most people is going to do, like, when you're on the internet, man, like, especially the internet, right? So the internet is a wild place, we know. And I knew the internet was wild. Like, I knew the internet was the wildest place in the world when I heard somebody literally say, and excuse my language, fuck Jesus Christ on the internet. I knew this was the wildest place we could ever be on, because I never heard that come out of man's mouth. You see what I'm saying? So the internet's a crazy place, right? So on the internet, people perceive things differently. It's just a thought bubble. Everybody's thoughts. You know what I'm saying? So it's negative. Like, if people feed themselves with negativity, what you think is gonna spill out?
Right.
Negative thoughts.
Right.
I feed myself with grind. I read books about getting money. I read, you know what I'm saying? I do things that's gonna uplift me positively. So I don't post negative stuff like that. So when I'm pushing forward, I'm not worried about haters or stuff like that, because you're gonna have to do something to me in order for me to stop. You see what I'm saying? You're gonna have to come do something to me physically. Talking and all that stuff, that's never going. Yeah, I'm cool with that. You know what I'm saying? But you're gonna have to press me.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like, for me to really, and that might not even stop me. So
yeah. So I heard someone say once that as a man, we are a culmination of the people that we've observed. You are an influencer in addition to being a creative, and there are a lot of people who take their cues from you. You very much set the tone for what's cool and what's relevant. You know, a KwasiMoto endorsement, especially for a local artist, may very well be the difference between somebody eating or starving. And I think that you, absolutely, and I think that you know that too. That's the humble Kwasi coming out.
Oh man.
So you are very much a mentor, whether you realize it or embrace it in a direct way to those that are following you. But who are some of the people, either authors or people that you know personally, that you lean into for wisdom and direction? In recent years, my pops. You know what I'm saying? We never was really close coming up like that. I never really talked to him on the phone, but he wasn't close to where I could talk to him physically. But my pops, you know what I'm saying, he give me a lot of good advice these days. You know, Jermaine Harrison. Shout out to Maintain.
Yeah, that's my boy, man. I just chop it with him, just uplift my spirit sometimes. You know what I mean? And just people, bro. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Some people be like, people. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? When I met you, I knew, I didn't know you would interview me, but I knew that our interview would be good due to the fact that, like, the conversations we had. Sure. You know what I'm saying? Like, you great at, I said, remember, I keep telling you, I see why people will follow you. And you're great at making people feel a certain way. You know what I'm saying, with your words. So, like, I just look for people like that, bro. Everyday life. It could be at a grocery store. You know what I'm saying? Like, people don't know, but I pay for people groceries for nothing. You know, I be behind it. If I'm in front of a lady, you know what I'm saying, she got to probably have like 16 items or less, though.
It's not getting crazy. You have people follow you around the grocery store.
We ain't going too crazy, but you know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm taking a basket out, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
That shit ain't too much in there.
Yeah, we're not doing them crab legs, man. I get everything else.
Yeah. So, you know, I take care of her groceries or something, and just her smiling, you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
That's motivation for me. Yeah. That's type of stuff I lean on. Just doing good, bro. Yeah. You know, I don't really lean on people for advice because I just internally try to, you know what I'm saying, try to get all the answers. Yeah.
So how was couple of other questions, man, and I'm gonna turn you loose. Word. How's Yerp doing? The whole movement, the music, the clothes, the media empire that you're building. How is Yerp? How's it going?
To me, man, it's successful in my own right. You know what I'm saying? Of course, we wanted more. You know what I'm saying? We striving for more, but yeah, it's been successful, man. I can't go nowhere. I've sit in the mall for an hour. Yerp. 50 times. You know what I'm saying? Like, no cap. So I already know I'm doing something right. You know what I'm saying? That's just in this small area. Sure. But, you know, from here, the energy is just going to spread out because, you know, on the website, I got a website now, YerpTV252.com, and people buying stuff from Mississippi, Kentucky. I don't even know these people. You know what I'm saying? They just want to support just because. And that's crazy. You know what I mean? So, I'm on track to, you know what I'm saying, take off. Yeah. I'm just pacing myself for it. You know what I mean? That's it, but Yerp, everybody know. Yeah. I like it. Yeah, Yerp man. Yeah, that's me. Yeah, man, Yerp, man, they know. You can't come around here without knowing what Yerp is around here. Either.
That's a fact.
You can't come around here
That's a fact.
Knowing, you know, from the preachers to the streets.
I took Yerp with me last week out to Burlington in the youth revival, sir.
I see that.
Had the sweatshirt.
That was dope.
Nah.
Every time you do that, man, I like, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that motivate me, though.
Sure.
Like, that's excuse me. They gonna edit. A lot of people, I do this for hustlers, you know what I'm saying? I sell stuff, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause I want to have like 8 streams of income for all my kids. But, just the type of people that buy my stuff and the way that they support it, like, that's what makes me go hard. That's what makes me give back things like the Yerp Awards, fashion shows. I put my own money up for this stuff. You know what I'm saying? I don't use endorsement stuff like that. The money y'all give me, I push that back into the city. Like, I want people to enjoy the festivities of my labor and their support. You see what I'm saying? So just that small gesture of, like, just seeing that. I didn't put, like, a lot of people are selfish. Instead of Yerp, they'll put their name. You know what I'm saying? Imagine it was Kwasi on the shirt. You know what I'm saying? That's come on, man. You doing too much. You know
It'd be you and your baby mama. That's it.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, facts. Or my kids. Right. But yeah, like, you know, just that small, like, gesture of just wearing my stuff out, and if I go to Walmart, somebody walks up to me, they got a Yerp shirt on, like, that's the real physical ideal, like, oh yeah, you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. Right. And that's motivation alone. I don't care about, you know, like I told people before, I don't really care about, man, like, I just enjoy walking out. Hey, bro, I need a shirt from you, because I wear my stuff every day. Every single day you're going to see Yerp on me. So when I'm out and about, you know, I make it look cool too, though. So I'm out and about. Facts. Yeah, I'm out and about. They're like, man, that is cool. I need to get me one of them shirts. You know what I'm saying? And then they see somebody else. Man, I see Yerp. People will call me, hey, bro, two people in my job got a hoodie. I need a hoodie. And that alone, that's the motivation that's why I'm never going to stop until I'm out of here. You know what I'm saying? For sure.
I can dig it. Yo, look, man, tell me about this fashion show, man. Tell me, I mean, let's I think it's April the 30th. Yeah, April 30th.
Yeah.
Talk to me about that, man. What's the move?
Yeah, man. So April 30th, man, we're throwing a fashion show, Yerp fashion show, first ever, first official. Might try to do it annually. I gotta see how it goes. Yerp friends, I got a lot of brands pulling up. I got the flyers. They about to be all around the city starting on Monday. Those are the flyer you see right there. They're gonna be all around the city Monday. Like I said, I invest in my own bread, putting my best foot forward. Hopefully, man, we can make this joint shake, man. I wanted to do something different. I'm one of them people that like challenges, right? That's another reason too, the confidence. Like I just like beating stuff. You ever play? I'm the type that like beating games. You know what I'm saying? Like you just want to I want to see if I can beat this. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to be the best at everything I do. You know what I'm saying? Like every time I try to do something, I try to be the best version of it. So I like challenges. I don't know nothing about no fashion show. You know what I'm saying? Europe is fashion around here. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know much about that, but I know if I got a clothing brand, if I can get up with these other guys that got clothing brands, I know for sure we can make this pop. Right. You see what I'm saying? I know for sure, like, look, because they, shout out Quant and them, they had an idea years ago. They made the fashion shows and stuff. And that's an inspiration right there, too. Shout out Quant, by the way.
Shout out to Quant, for sure. That's the bro.
Yeah, and they did fashion shows before. You know what I'm saying? And I just looked at that like, okay, if they did it, I can do it. Right. I'm trying to make mine bigger and better, but you know what I'm saying? I'm going to try to do that too. You see what I'm saying? And we're not stopping at fashion shows. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of other stuff I can't really say on camera because they're going to run off with it. Right. I got a lot of stuff coming that's, well, I know this though. I'm going to say this and I'm going to let it go. This fashion show, I know that if I make this shape, I can do anything in Greenville. You see what I'm saying? Like the award show. You enjoy yourself? I did. You did? I did. It was a whole situation. How the whole thing was? See, listen, the ambiance was dope. I liked it. Did you imagine it would be like that?
I'll be honest with you. I hope that it would.
The word.
And my expectations were not disappointed.
Word.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that type of stuff like that vibe, because I'm sure people are like, what's that? That was my first ever event I ever threw. So they're like, man, what's that? And I like that. You're underestimating. You're underestimating regular people because they look at you like, man, he ain't gonna none of that. Right. Next thing you know, you blow their minds. Right. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I want everything that I do from here out to be. With this fashion, if I can conquer a fashion show and I'm not a fashion guy, you know what I'm saying? For the most part, I sell shirts and hoodies. That's not really fashion like that. You know what I'm saying? That's shirts and hoodies. But if we can conquer a fashion show, it's no telling what we gonna do in the city. You know what I'm saying? And then I don't let people stop me, bro. I just shot a video in the mall the other day. I don't care about security. I'm doing what I want to do. You know what I mean? We on life for a good time, not a long time. You know what I mean? So everybody gonna know my mark, man.
I can dig it. Kwasi, we got one last question for you, man, and I'm gonna let you go. Right. Prioritize these in order. And then tell me why. Money, power, respect.
Yeah, the way you said it. That's the way it gotta go. You get money, you get power, and then you garnish respect from that. You know what I'm saying? Some people got respect from the stripes they earn in the street though, but they don't got no money, so they can't really get power like that. You know what I'm saying? But some people got power, but they don't got no money, and people don't respect them. You know what I mean? It's certain, I can't say people's names, but it's tough. But yeah, you get money, you know what I'm saying? But also, I don't know, cause I don't really respect it. Like, it's a little different with me, man. I don't really respect you just cause you got money though. You know what I'm saying? I don't respect you cause you just got money, and I don't respect you cause you got respect. Like, it's more so about what you doing with your money, what you doing with your power.
Battery.
And without, we just.
What you doing, Kwasi? Shit. Working on my bankroll. Trying to flip it cause I'm tired of the same old. Getting richer on these niggas, that's my main goal. That's my main goal. Shit. What you doing, Kelly?
Stacking, trying to lay low. My amigos say I'm at them brand new level. Know the devil